Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. And today is yet again a very interesting day for the crypto space. I mean, we have seen Bitcoin go down 4%, Ethereum down 6%, ADA down 5%, BNB down 2%, XP down 3%, and Solana down 10%. Crazy day. What is happening? Now, to be honest with you guys, there's nothing too specific that's pushing these coins down right now. Most people are attributing it to China and kind of the repercussions of China banning stuff. There isn't anything specifically that you can point towards to say, oh, that was it today. That's the big booer. Nothing, really. So even specifically for the coins like Bitcoin, Ether, there isn't any one thing specifically. It's just kind of a buildup of everything that's been going on, if you were to ask me. Now, respectively, the prices are 41,000.4 for the Bitcoin, 28.24 for Ethereum, $2.06 for ADA, and 91.9 cents for XRP. Still pretty juicy prices. I'm still picking it up like there's no tomorrow because, of course, guys, I don't really care. It's a little bit of a discount, and as I've said a couple of times by now, I'll just pick it up regardless of the price because ultimately I know it's a worthy investment and the risk to reward is basically pretty damn juicy. All right, moving over into our first little article or tweet of the day. It is Plan B, who shared a couple of weeks earlier, or actually a couple of months already, June of 2021. Bitcoin is below 34,000, triggered by Elon Musk's energy FUD and China's mining crackdown. There is also a more fundamental reason that we see weakness in June and possibly July. My worst case scenario for 2021, price on-chain based, August above 47,000, September above 43,000, October above 63,000, November above 98,000, and December above 135,000. So one critic says to get to 135K, it needs 2 trillion additional cap. Will it get another 2 trillion just for 3 months left and no sellout? That's a big no. It just got to 52K and we saw a lot of dumping. How much more in 135? The highest it can get is 60 because it's just in and out. Now, fun thing to say about that is that people often say these things saying, oh no, it can't happen. Oh no, it does. Oh no. Really though? Really? No. What I mean with that is very often when these people put up these ideas saying, yeah, it can't go above this area because this is going to happen or that is going to happen. They just state some miscellaneous fact, some random fact, and make it sound like the truth. The fact that it needs to get $2 trillion in additional market cap has no real restriction. And so saying that it can't happen in 3 months left makes absolutely no sense because, as we've explained before, an increase of $2 trillion of market cap isn't a 1-to-1 ratio with actually $2 trillion of capital injected into the market. A $2 trillion additional market cap can actually happen, for example, with, let's say, $500 billion or even maybe less, maybe $100 billion of actual injections. And theoretically speaking, guys, Apple and, for example, Microsoft or Amazon, both only putting their reserves into Bitcoin could, theoretically speaking, already make people value these crypto at about 135 just on its own. Doesn't need to be a $2 trillion insurge. There just need to be people who demand a higher payment for the Bitcoin that they already have. And again, there doesn't need to be an influx of money. It just needs to be kind of a decision. Now, he clarified something, though. To be clear, worst case / floor model is not, I repeat, not based on the stock to flow. It is based on price and on-chain data, like I wrote in the June 20th tweet below. So great that August closed above 47,000 and September is now around 43,000, but it says nothing about the stock to flow. Stock to flow says $100,000 now. And I keep shouting to you guys, even though the stock to flow model is, of course, something which changes a lot of the time and isn't something you can hold 1-to-1, it is still a fun little thing that people attach hope towards. And sometimes, like the Fibonacci levels, this hope and this idea that it's going to work works better than the model itself. However, I'm personally a really big fan of models, so I'm going to hold this one dearly. But again, let us see how it's going to play out. Let's see if he was right in the end of things. Let's just hope so, right? I mean, why would we be negative about it? He's saying, I give you January, February, March 2021 after we hit December 135. All right, let's see, all right, what is going to hit. Now, in terms of XRP, there's a couple of things I need to share. It mostly revolves around the Ethereum XRP debate, the whole situation. Bill Hinman Ethereum Free Pass timeline. It's rather interesting. Consensus in November of 2017 announces the Brooklyn Project, a company and industry-wide initiative to help fulfill the promise of tokenization by addressing head-on and solving the issues raised regarding token launches. December 2017, the SEC meets with Consensus. We know Joseph Lubin also met with them in December. We have been the same meeting from SEC versus Ripple core documents. Then January 2018, Jay Clayton speaks at the Stanford University's Rock Center. A day afterwards, Jay Clayton meeting with Andreessen Horowitz. At this meeting, Clayton appoints Chris Dixon to get industry players together and requests a memo detailing a framework. Industry players included Perkins Coie, Cooley, McDermott, Will and Murray, Union Square Ventures, and Andreessen Horowitz, the Venture Capital Working Group. Most are also in the Ethereum Alliance, or Enterprise Ethereum Alliance. A quick little intrusion here. I believe Andreessen Horowitz is one of the key investors in Ethereum as well, the early guys. Then March of 2018, Venture Capital Working Group Safe Harder memo, along with Perkins Coie memo sent to Bill Hinman at the SEC. Submission was supposed to be confidential, but leaks. Ethereum is the only digital asset mentioned in the Safe Harbor memo. Then April 10th of 2018, the SEC met up with CFTC from the SEC v Ripple core documents. April 19th, article on Venture Capital Working Group appears in the New York Times. 23rd of April, the SEC met with Consensus from SEC v Ripple core documents. Again, this last part basically means that we got it from the SEC v Ripple core documents, that the SEC, for example, met up with Consensus on this specific day and met with the CFTC there. May 10th, a couple weeks later, Charles Gasparino of Fox Business reports on the Brooklyn Project and says Andrew Keyes potentially, told him the Brooklyn Project, from all the way before, was sanctioned by the SEC, and they were also working with the CFTC, whom they've met with right there as an example, right? Now, June 14th, Bill Hinman, or William Hinman, gives the Ethereum Free Pass speech at the Yahoo Finance All Markets Summit. Joseph Lubin of Consensus, and also an Ethereum founder, is also a speaker. Hinman claims this is not the official position of the SEC, and later, in a signed affidavit in the SEC versus Ripple, claims the speech was only his personal opinion. Now, before, during, and after this timeline, Ripple and the entire crypto industry, besides Ethereum and Bitcoin, have been begging for crypto clarity and gotten nothing but enforcement actions. We need a level playing field and an SEC that doesn't pick winners and losers. So the people right now are speculating that Ethereum had preferential treatment, basically, and they got these rules a lot more figured out and a lot easier than many others had them. And I'm trying to pick a charger real quick to make sure that this thing doesn't go empty. Oh, we good? Yeah, we good. All right. I saw some little sparks. Let's see, guys. Let's hope I don't burn my house down. No, we good. You can see you can hear the little Apple thing. You know, otherwise the MacBook's gonna burn us down while I'm recording the video. That wouldn't be too nice, all right? That wouldn't be too nice at all. So they're trying to kind of say Ethereum had a lot more clarity throughout the entire venture than Ripple or any other party had, and it's fun, right? The Coinbase, for example, is really trying their best to get a lending product done, and they're just not allowed to because the SEC threatened them with a lot of litigation. How come so many others are not caught and haven't been charged? Even ETHLend, Ava, for example. Even though I love Ava, why have they not been charged, though? It's because they're not in the U.S., isn't it? It's because those companies don't want to properly regulate and don't do it in the U.S., and so they can still operate, kinda. Then again, I guess Ava, really, if you think about it, is just not allowed for U.S. customers. People can still use it, but it's not allowed. And then for Coinbase, yeah, it's a U.S. company, so the SEC is just trying to do their best to make everything kind of, you know, on one line, even though it... Okay. There went the coffee. Nothing was in it, though, so we're good. Oh, that scared me a little bit. Sometimes I'm so chaotic when I'm recording these episodes, guys. I don't know what it is. It's just sometimes, man. Sometimes it gets to me. No, but really... It's just a strange situation, and many of these situations, I just can't even express properly in words. I just don't understand exactly why it's happening in this fashion, and how the SEC isn't caught for some of these crazy things that they've done, and how they can get away with not giving clarity and only giving it to Ethereum. Let's put it like that. Now, John said this on Twitter. DAI points out something that shouldn't be lost on the media. Gasparino and Eleanor Terrett. 30,000 individual investors signed a petition presented to Gary Gensler by Cryptology, and it was ignored. 30 freaking thousand. We get ignored, but his banking buddies get plenty of attention. Digital Asset Investor says, no time for those pesky 20,000 XP holders. Because, again, those guys basically wanted to ask some stuff to Gary Gensler. Yet they get no time, and a couple other, the big banking guys, they get all the time in the world is basically the point they're trying to make. I'm, of course, not really sure how this is supposed to work, but they're just basically putting up the idea that they have no time for like 20,000 investors whom they're supposed to protect. But the banks who, I guess don't really have that much to do with the SEC in comparison to the people that they're supposed to protect, all the time in the world, right? All the time in the world. And again, if you kind of look at the numbers, Coinbase tried to ask so many different questions, Ripple tried to ask so many questions, and it's actually Ethereum out of all. They got the most amount of time. And they got the most amount of clarity. Then again, they say they've never given clarity. Yet Coinbase, who's actually a registered U.S. company, and again, Ethereum has no real good ties to the U.S. like Coinbase has, or like Ripple has for that matter, because Ethereum's main basis is Zurich over in Switzerland. Even though that's the case, it's most likely because of his connection with Consensus or the Ethereum Enterprise Alliance that they get all this time to talk over in the U.S. because it's just a crazy situation, guys. I keep pointing towards it. Then Digital Asset Investor just shared this, and I mean, I have so many videos laying around that I don't really feel like just showing you guys all of them because it's kind of overlapping, right? It's all kind of the same stuff. Joe Lubin just kind of shouts again and again and again and again and again and again that he basically knows more stuff than the general public. Now, JP Morgan, this is a quote, is using Ethereum to launch a digital US dollar by Andrew Key's Consensus, February 19th, 2019. Does JPM Coin get to piggyback of the Hinman Ethereum free pass? All we ever wanted was a level playing field for XRP. And here's again a Consensus little video. Point being, guys, that's again the biggest question right now. How does he know all this stuff? How does he know that there's so many potentials for it? How does he know, no, that's all allowed and all possible when every other coin that's trying to do this is just getting a big rejection or a big middle finger to the face? That's mostly what people are concerned with. Why and how? Why and how? Why and how? To move further, again, something I'd rather kind of not share, mostly because it's kind of the same thing, but it's relatively important for any crypto hodler right now. Digital Asset Investor said, whistleblower alert. Clear security law violations in progress, which again, it's always the same. Let me just show it to you guys, actually. You know what? I'll grab it here over on my Twitter, and I'll actually let you guys listen to this little video. Let me retweet it so I can actually find it real quick. And you guys need to tell me what you think about the situation, all right?
It relates to lending.
It's, by the way, it's about lending. You'll hear in just a second. It's, by the way, very poor audio quality. It's not my my new phone. It's just the quality of the audio that's really bad.
It relates to lending products. Lending products for a long time have been very strict. In fact, the first word in this 30 or 35 things.
Okay, never mind. This is too awful. My ears are bleeding. What he's basically saying is that lending products also fall within the SEC security laws. And then, pretty funny enough, our friend over here, you guys don't know who he is, right? By now. He starts talking again about how, again, they have lending over on the Ethereum system, which is rather funny. Again, he's, of course, talking about Ethereum. Entire ecosystem that's being developed on Ethereum. We have lending, borrowing systems. We have money market systems. We have payment systems. Everything built on Ethereum. And ultimately, if you look back at what Gary Gensler said, saying the lending is almost always a security, and he has lending products on Ethereum, it's kind of funny. Preferential treatment is definitely something we can point out there. And again, guys, I'm unbiased. I will always say, let's look at the critical facts of things. And the way I'm currently standing right now, yes, the SEC is being quite favorable towards Ethereum, or at least not clear to the rest, and being very clear with Ethereum, even though to the public, they're not really showing that clarity. If the Ethereum rules were so clear, that's fine by me. But then make it clear for all the other guys in the world too, like Coinbase. Make it obvious, okay, Ethereum can do the lending for this reason, and you can't for this reason. And make it obvious, no, Ethereum isn't clear for anybody. Ethereum just has got, between the fingers right now. We're looking at Ethereum, but we're not doing anything. Could be, right? It could be that they don't know what to do with Ethereum. That's fine. But tell us then, and threaten them with litigation too. Then again, they're saying it right now as if, we've communicated so much with them that we don't need to threaten them for litigation, but we're also not doing anything against them, yet they're also not in the clear. Then what is that supposed to mean? That makes absolutely no sense. So I'd really like to see some progress in that. And that's also why these guys are really shouting towards the media to kind of give more coverage or updates on it. And I'm all for it, guys. I'm all up for it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you press the subscribe button and like the video. And I'll see you guys again in another crypto video later today.